like it as well, but Carl Froch said he needs 12 months. This is the thing with these guys who want to intellectually talk and act like clever and stuff like that. You can't put out false statements. So I just say what I feel. So I was ready to fight Carl Froch for this fight, but Carl Froch turned around to the zone and said he needs 12 months. I'm ready to fight Carl Froch in December.
In all seriousness, you've tuned in because you want to know what the Cobra's thinking. Am I going to be getting back in the ring? Do I need it? Do I really want it? No and no. But I just thought I'd get the opinion of people that I respect. So I spoke to Rob McCracken, my old coach, and the feedback was positive, more positive than what I thought it would be. I actually broke contact with Eddie Hearn, so there's a bit more to develop on that front. I've also been speaking to Callis Howland, who's really keen because he's obviously promotes Misfits and he's close with Mams Taylor, and family, friends, whatever. And I'm not writing it off. I'm having a little look in the gym.
Well, I wasn't a fan of the Carl Froch call-out, I'll be honest with you, Darren. It was a bit Jake Paul-esque, the old Carl Froch call-out. So I wasn't sure about that one. I heard Darren Till talking shit about Jake Paul not that long ago, and all of a sudden he's calling out 60-year-olds in the front row.
No,
you know what I mean?
No, I'm not going to disagree with you because I have been in my own head. Like, should I call him out or not? But again, sometimes we're whores for the money, aren't we? I'm just whoring myself out.
Listen, Darren Till, I've seen you get choked out. Not once. Not twice. But 3 times. Like a little bitch.
But this doesn't look good.
And I've also seen you get absolutely ironed out by Masvidal. El Sparko, unconscious.
Is that?
Just imagine what I would do to you. Woo. And obviously, me being the 4-time World Champ Hall of Famer, been in there with the best of the best. I don't know what it's like to tap out. I don't know what it's like to get knocked out. I've only ever been knocked down on the canvas twice in my career. And both times, I got off the canvas to win the fight. First time I got dropped was against Jermaine Taylor, a former undisputed world champion. Dropped me in round 3. I got up to finish him off in the dying seconds of the last round.
And it's over.
And the second knockdown was George Groves. Got dropped in round 1, climbed off the canvas to get the stoppage in round 9. And then we got the rematch, and I rendered him unconscious, El Sparko, in front of 80,000 fans at Wembley Stadium, might I add.
Years plus since he's boxed. So 10 years ago, he would have smashed Darren Till all over the shop, right? And I think Darren actually, for all Darren's madness, he's not an idiot. I think he knows that. But 10 years on, and not having took a punch in 10 years, and definitely gone a bit softer, because that's just life, it all of a sudden becomes, dare I say, a bit of a 50-50, right?
Maybe the night of his life, I don't know. The reaction of the crowd, the stunning knockout he got, Luke Rojo was in a bad way. So, I think he'd been buzzing with today, and I'd say he's been flying in the gym. I think it was the best shape he's been in, and he's reaping the rewards.
Darren Till just called out Carl Froch here. Well, I'd call it a call out, call it going for him. What did you make of that?
I don't know. I think, Darren's got some anger issues. I think he just wants to fight everybody. I don't think he even wants the money. He just wants to fight people. Let him at him.
What do you think? A great matchup. I don't think Carl Froch will do it. He's had, 12 years out of the ring. I don't think he'll do it, but it will be a great matchup. Darren Till is both, again, entertaining outside the ring and inside the ring. He does everything that's needed. But, I don't know.
Can you imagine a build-up, though, with Carl Froch?
It would be unbelievable. Carl Froch, Darren Till will be, Remember the build-up to Carl Froch against George Groves?
Yeah, yes.
This would be... Darren Till is an even more almighty wind-up than George Groves, so that would be very interesting.
I don't think it's a fair playing field in a boxing ring, if I'm being totally honest. I mean, Carl's a former world champion. He is a unified champion. Froch was a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, so if it's in a boxing ring, I don't think that's very fair on Darren.
But if it is, you know, if them two were to meet in a dark alley somewhere, I don't think Carl's coming out the same guy.
Carl Froch takes out Till obviously all day long. Carl Froch is a world champion boxer. He's a Hall of Famer. You know, the guy's just a hard Englishman with a granite chin. You know, your Tills and the likes, great at what they do, great at their discipline. Don't get me wrong, but you know, he's not standing up to someone like Froch. Froch is is probably the most underrated fighter of my decade, of my era, let alone of the boxing era as it stands. So you don't want to be on the receiving end of Carl Froch. So that I can tell you.
Carl's not fought for 11 years. I know he still looks great and he hits the bag, but no one's hit him with small gloves for 11 years. And, you know, Darren Till's a young 32. I'm not quite sure.
Would you like to see that fight between Carl Froch and Darren Till?
I would invest in it. I would remortgage my house to see Carl Froch, Darren Till, because I know the press conference. Like, I haven't done this for 2 years. But it's those type of fights that kind of make you want to do it. Like, I put my hand up to this. I want to do this because I wanted to see Darren Till, Luke Rockhold. So I would give anything to see Carl Froch later. I did my list of my best ever top 5 British fighters. Carl was number 4. I don't think he realizes how much I like him. So to see him lace him up one more time against Darren Till, dude, he's almost saved the scene a little bit. Yeah. I almost felt like if KSI weren't fighting and we haven't really seen Slim anymore and Dean the Great and all the names that we remember, it's like, okay, what's going to happen? And then up steps Darren Till and he beats Anthony Taylor, then he beats Darren Stewart, and all of a sudden we've got a new star. So I feel like he's done really well.
Yeah, I see this crossover fight because I don't think UFC fighters have good hands when it comes to boxing. Boxers grow up boxing. They're used to distance with the hands, used to movement.
That's all they're using.
Yeah. So for him, you know, all of a sudden I want to be a boxer, I think it's going to be more difficult for him. So you have a good chance.
This particular guy's only 33 years old. A bit bigger than me, 6'1", heavier. So bigger, heavier, potentially probably not stronger than me. I'm a machine.
Yeah.
I'm like genetically gifted and all that.
And it only takes one punch. And they're not good defensive fighters anyway. They go for the okie doke. You know what that means?
Yeah.
Give him one of those.
Give him a little feint.
Yeah.
Couple of feints, good foot movement, walk him into a shot.
Yeah.
Probably dominate him with a jab.
They don't know about body shots either.
So what are you thinking? Easy work for the Cobra?
Easy work for the Cobra. Can I be your coach, please?
Jump in the corner, man. Easy money for the Lewis machine.
Yeah. I want to be his coach.
Let's have a team,
all right,
man.
Just go out there and knock him out.
That's it for today's video. So what are your thoughts on this? Share your thoughts in the comment section and make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video. Also check out our other videos on the screen right now.